Hey guys, I have another what should you buy. I realized I'm much past my 1 year mark of reviewing fragrances. I think that was sometime in May, so it's cool now that I recognize it. Yeah, today I have two fragrances that I wanted to compare, and one of them is a dabber, unfortunately, so I can't do a spray off, but it's Versace Eros, and the other one is Yves Saint Laurent L'Homme. Now, the reason why I'm comparing these two fragrances is just for one reason, and that's that they're quite sweet. Um, typically in the community or just outside of the community, if you think about colognes, right? If you don't have a lot of knowledge of colognes, you'd think, well, men's fragrances are more masculine and strong, and women's fragrances are more sweet. But I don't know when there was a sort of like switch, because that might have been the case maybe like in the 90s or 80s, but I guess recently there's almost a very like small difference in certain fragrances. So the reason I'm comparing these two is just for that reason, that they're sweet and they're very different in their own way. So let's start off with Uniqueness. This is where I'll kind of talk about how they're sweet in different ways. This one is sweet in a more youthful and playful sort of way, in a fun, and I don't know, it's not super like classy or anything. It's just kind of like like, I wouldn't call it the Axe of this generation, because Axe spray, this is way better than Axe spray, but this is kind of like it's like a fun thing to put on and wear, when you're not taking yourself too seriously. I don't think this is super like classy fragrance. But then this is the opposite. This is super classy but sweet at the same time. So in Uniqueness, I'm going to give this the edge, because what this does is it gives you a very how do I say it? Apple sort of sweet, intriguing, and sophisticated. And Demi Rollin calls this the sensitive guy fragrance. And it's just so beautiful. You never smelled anything like this. I've never smelled anything like Yves Saint Laurent L'Homme. It's absolutely stunning. Yeah, guys, Uniqueness definitely, it gets the edge, the Yves Saint Laurent. Now, in terms of longevity and performance, this is going to be better. Although the Yves Saint Laurent isn't bad in that terms, it's nowhere near Eros, which can last like 10 hours, maybe even a bit longer. And you don't need so many sprays. You can, well, I even use a dabber, and I only dab myself when I use this like a few times, and it's very strong. So guys, like, yeah, the Eros definitely is the winner in terms of longevity and performance. In terms of price, again, this wins, because I think you can pick up like 100 ml for maybe like $50, while this is like, especially in Canada, this is quite expensive. I believe like 50 ml is like near $100. It's quite expensive. But the better fragrance overall, and the one you should buy, is the Yves Saint Laurent. And the reason I say that is because, again, the Eros is nothing too out of the ordinary. It's just kind of like a sweet and playful sort of scent, while the Yves Saint Laurent is really interesting. I believe they use ginger in this, and it gives it sort of like an apple accord, which I don't think is listed, but it has like a very sophisticated and sort of almost a dressed up fragrance feel. Again, it is also very sweet. Should I talk about versatility? Do I usually talk about versatility in my which should you buys? Maybe I don't. But like, I'd say this one's probably even a bit more versatile than this. Because I don't even see this really as a summer fragrance, although some would disagree. I'd see it more as like a fall and winter fragrance. Definitely is really solid for the cold weather. Trust me on that. That's when this fragrance shines the best. But yeah, the Yves Saint Laurent, more expensive. It's just so much better. You get what you're paying for. It's one of those fragrances where you pay the price and you get the quality. And the Eros is, again, just something nice to wear. I personally don't like Eros, but I can see where people do like it. in that very way that it's, you know, it's fun, and it's universally loved. So I even though I hate it, guys, like, it's, if somebody were to tell me they really liked it, I wouldn't be disappointed. But yeah, guys, get this. Thank you for watching, and bye.